Hi everybody, it's Adam from Sky Insurance Brokers today. Just wanted to give you a little bit of, coming into fire season, some recommendations, some things to do, things to look out for really. Some of the things I'm going to discuss in this real short video is not so much to make your home more eligible for specific carriers, but it's more about making sure that your insurable risk, your insurable interest is protected. Some of the carriers will like some of these suggestions. If you haven't already done so, I think just in the interest of being a consumer and it being your biggest investment, these suggestions might be helpful. The number one thing that carriers are looking for is what we call hardening of the home, and that includes your crawl space and attic vents should have mesh on them. 3 years ago, 1/4 inch mesh was the limitation. Now they prefer 1/8 inch mesh. So you can go to Home Depot and buy these little mesh vent kits. They're relatively cheap, and install it yourself. That helps to prevent embers that might be burning from a nearby fire from getting into your attic or your crawl space by the wind through the vents of your house. So that's one way to harden your house. Another way to harden your house is if it's time to maybe replace your roof, you might want to consider a concrete roof. They last longer. My concrete roof is a 75-year rating as opposed to a 20 or 25-year rating you get with comp shingle roofs. Other clients have also hardened their homes by replacing the wood siding or lap siding with concrete siding. It's basically, it looks just like hardy board, it looks just like wood, but it's cement fiber siding. That will also harden your home. Another thing to watch out for is most of the carriers, they want to see a good distance around your house. Think of your house as the bullseye. They want to see around that 10 ring a good 150, 200 feet or more of what we call area that's cleaned of brush or really minimal on debris and fuel. So look, try and look for 150 to 200 at the minimum. If you can do more than that, a ring around your house, kind of a fire break, that'd be great. You're only helping yourself anyway. The branch, if you have trees around your property, any branches that might be overhanging your roof or touching your roof, you need to trim them off if they're touching any part of your roof or the structure itself. Maybe it's touching the side of the house. You'll want to trim that off. But if you have branches that are overhanging the roof, you're going to want to make sure there's at least 10 feet of distance between the roof line and the lowest branch that's overhanging. Obviously, well, not obviously, but one of the major things that firefighters say is any trees on the ground, limb them up for at least 10 feet. That means getting rid of the lower limbs on the tree trunk for the first 10 feet of the tree. One last thing I mentioned about age of the roof, maybe it's time to change your roof. For my clients, or not just my clients, but our agency's clients who happen to be placed with the California Fair Plan, if the home is older than 20 years old and it's still an original roof, those policies are going to be what we call an ACV policy, actual cash value policy. Rather than a replacement cost policy, they will figure out what it costs to replace your home minus however many years of depreciation until you replace that roof. So if you're unsure, if it's looking like your roof's about 20 years of age, even though you got a 35-year rated roof and it's coming up on 20 years, have it inspected, maybe get a letter from your roofer to say that there's still 15 years of life left on it. So these are just some ideas to help you get through the fire season, maybe relax, reduce some of the stress that you might be feeling going into fire season. And for those of our clients that are looking at renewal time, when we're reshopping this, these are things that help us sell this property to a potential other underwriter to get you into a better policy, is that the home's been hardened, we've got good brush mitigation, The roof isn't that old and it's in good condition, and that's pretty much it. Those are the things that help us help you get the best policy you can. But it's also more of a recommendation for you as a consumer so that you feel better that you've done all you can to protect your investment. Please give us a call if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer any individual, particular, specific questions about a home and offer as much advice as anybody is willing to put up with. Have a great day.